and welcome to National Focus for Thursday, May 2, 2024. I am Aaliyah Martin. The headlines: Tranquility Beach Resort expected to open its doors in 2025. Ministry of National Security addresses misconceptions on recent court ruling. And DOMFESTA 2024, a month-long cultural celebration. The details of the headline stories and more when we return. Welcome back. The construction of the Tranquility Beach Resort in Salisbury is moving swiftly to its end as the six-star resort gets to open its doors in 2025. Prime Minister Honorable Roosevelt Skerrit, along with members of Cabinet, tourism stakeholders and other relevant authorities, visited the site on Wednesday, May 1 to get a first-hand view of the site and its accommodations, as well as to interact with the owner, Mr. Ian Edwards, as he shared his vision on the resort with them.
Well, we're very pleased with the progress we have seen at Tranquility. Clearly, one can see that tremendous work and effort have been put into this property. The architectural drawings, the aesthetics of that, the quality of the construction, the focus on details, and ensuring that the property is constructed to allow for visitors and guests to really enjoy their stay here on this property in Dominica as a whole. The government is very pleased to have partnered with Tranquility and Ian Edwards on putting this project together.
He says these kinds of investments by citizens are critical for Dominica's overall development.
It's one of the things that we always try to encourage, that local Dominicans to step forward and participate in the development of Dominica, especially utilizing the Citizens by Investment Program. And Ian was born in Dominica, obviously migrated some time ago and came back and has taken the lead in investing here in Dominica on the West Coast.
This major project has positively impacted the country, creating jobs for over 200 persons during construction and will continue to provide employment during its operations.
I understand at the high point you had over 200 people working inside. And of course one can appreciate that when the hotel is completed with 101 rooms, one can appreciate the direct employment opportunities for dozens of Dominicans, plus the indirect jobs that will create. And I think it's an important addition to the West Coast. And so even when the idea came about of building this hotel, I was in full support of it, especially with the location, to enhance the economic opportunities for the people of Salisbury, Coolidge Stream, Monratchet as the immediate neighbors of the property, and of course the wider West Coast.
Owner and developer of Tranquility Beach Resort, Mr. Ian Edwards, gave an overview of what the resort will offer to visitors and guests.
This project, like the minister said and the prime minister, will be 101 rooms when it's all completed. Spa, gym, rooftop band lounge, a mix of accommodation, villas, 8 villas, 48 suites. We have a penthouse. We have 29 tree houses. And in the second phase, we will do some islands down below. That will be on the phase 2 to kind of make it the vision that we've had from the start.
Minister for Tourism, Honorable Denise Charles Pemberton, says when completed, the resort will be another unique addition to Dominica's tourism offerings.
This resort is truly unique in its design. We have conference facilities that can seat up to 200 people. As PM rightly said, the accommodation is really different. And you know, people around the world, especially people with money, they are looking for unique and authentic experiences. And I believe this resort provides that. If you want to feel like you're in the jungle, you can have a treetop experience. If you want to feel like you're looking over the sea and on the beach and want a privacy and want service from a butler, you can book a villa, or depending on your budget, you can just book a room, but still have access to these great facilities.
The Ministry of National Security and Legal Affairs hosted a press conference on Thursday, May 2, clarifying matters pertaining to the recent court ruling on the constitutional claim as it relates to Section 14 and 16 of the Sexual Offences Act.
Let me emphasize, in clear and simple terms, that burglary is still a very serious offense within our statute of the country. The notion that burglary is no longer an offense is false and fundamentally misplaced. What the court did in its recent ruling, as per the challenges brought against the Attorney General representing the state, was to simply qualify the law insofar as Section 14, which deals with gross indecency, and Section 16, which deals with rape.
Senior State Attorney Ms. Vanica Sobas-Joseph provided clarity on the ruling.
The Sexual Offences Act, Sections 14 and 16, have been qualified or modified to be read in such a manner that the blanket criminalization of every act is no longer the case. The only thing that is allowed, consenting adults, male, male, female, female, male, female, in private. But the Constitution is not what has been amended. The section in the Sexual Offences Act is what has been amended. The ruling in this case does not legalize same-sex marriage. It also does not legalize burglary. It also does not legalize gross indecency. What it has done is it has said that two consenting adults in the privacy of their home can engage in the act and they will not be criminally prosecuted.
The penalties for the act stands in the violation of a minor or unconsenting adult.
Burglary against a minor is 25 years imprisonment, custodial. The minister indicated that the court does not have a discretion when it comes to that. The Sexual Offences Act is one of the most robust, if not the most stringent Sexual Offences Act in the Commonwealth of the Commonwealth Caribbean is Dominica's Sexual Offences Act. It was amended in 2016. And for burglary, you can get a sentence of as high as 25 years imprisonment when it is committed against a minor. When it is committed against a non-consenting adult, you can get up to 12 years imprisonment. So the sentences are very strict and the sentences still remain. The only minor concession, I would say, is that consenting adults in the privacy of their home, they can engage in the act. That's not our business. But where it comes to an act being committed against a minor, these matters will be investigated by the police, will be prosecuted. Where it's a non-consenting adult, they will be investigated by the police.
The month of May will be filled with a variety of exciting activities as patrons can look forward to the celebration of the Dominica festivals of Art DOMFESTA. The Ministry of Culture, Youth, Sports and Community Development through the Division of Culture has officially launched the festival.
This year's activities include Local Government Month, which highlights our people's long-standing history of good governance within our communities in creating strong and resilient communities across the island. Dominica's Jazz and Creole, a celebration of our Creole culture, intertwined with the sound of jazz music, which is being held on Sunday, May 5th, and the May Day hike of segment 13 of the Waiti Kubuli Trail, organized by the Capuchin Tourism Group, also forms part of the calendar of events for DOMFESTA.
Minister Roberts acknowledges that celebrations like DOMFESTA would not be possible without the contributions of local artists and artisans.
Over the years, many individuals have given their time in promoting and developing culture and the arts in Dominica. In recognizing the contributions of some of these individuals, the Cultural Division will embark on a community visit on May 9th and will present some tokens of appreciation to a few of our cultural icons who have given years of service in their various cultural disciplines.
DOMFESTA celebrates the fusion of the performing and visual arts of our culture. In line with this, the Cultural Division will coordinate the signature event, Fusion.
This event will showcase contemporary cultural performances in tandem with the city's vibrant nightlife and live art painting. It is expected that on Friday, May 17th at 6 p.m., the Roseau Promenade will become center stage for contemporary culture with performances from local dancers, singers, and steel pan music. If by chance one misses the Fusion celebration, then the Pan in Harmony Steel Pan Orchestra will be at the Fort Young Hotel on the night of Saturday, May 18th, to celebrate steel pan music, which has captivated and entertained many for the past 10 years.
The Division of Culture will host the DOMFESTA Art Exhibition on Monday, May 20 at the Old Mill Cultural Center, starting at 6 p.m. The theme for this exhibition is Echoes of Resilience, Standing Against Cultural Loss and Global Oppression. Africa Day celebrations, which focuses on connection to our African ancestors, will be held from May 23 to 25, 2024. The event will feature a lecture, exhibition, African Dress Day, and the African Day March around the city in Roseau. The ministry encourages the participation and support of all, as DOMFESTA celebrations offer activities for everyone, regardless of age. You're watching National Focus. More when we return. Welcome back. The Dominica Youth Business Trust, DYBT, has supported the growth and success of many businesses, leading them to establish their own location, decentralizing services, and meeting the needs of their local communities. Pretty Lady, owned by Alicia Stedman, specializes in providing beauty supplies.
Pretty Lady is a beauty supply store. She opened basically in 2019, operating online and offering the convenience of delivery to the customers. And for about a year now, September 30th, I think 2023, we opened a physical location because of the customer demands. And so basically, the owner, she always had this idea. She thinks she's very good at sales, which she really is, and good with people. And so she started off really with just beauty supply stuff to clean your feet, clean your nails. And from there, you get customers sending what they need. And so now she fully operates as a beautiful supply store that specializes in hair, especially the lace wigs and the nail technicians. she's mostly their supplier.
Completion of the various DYBT programs is highly beneficial for aspiring entrepreneurs.
DYBT has assisted Pretty Lady because I remember the owner herself saying that she didn't realize that she would benefit so much from the information. And I actually attended DYBT, and I can tell you there's a wealth of knowledge that you learn because you have the speakers, people who've done it themselves. They teach you all about financing, things we can overlook a lot of times in business, the importance of bookkeeping, which I think Pretty Lady has really benefited from. Your stock, your inventory, marketing, how you brand yourself, brand your business. So it's always important to get information, and I think the YBT offers that, of course, plus the fact that if you do qualify, you are able now to access funding, which is I think that's what everybody's challenge is there. Everybody has an idea, but it's about capital. So the YBT certainly has helped us, and we hope other people can see the importance of attending those kind of seminars.
She expressed her views on entrepreneurship and its importance to her country.
I think everybody, regardless of having a job, which I think is just a temporary way of making money, that you should always try to find something that you go and fulfill a need. Because every business, it fulfills a need. So if you ask me, business people, they're not just trying to make money, they're taking care of you while you take care of them. It's a relationship.
Pretty Lady is a specialized business for beauty supplies located in Maho. The Salibia constituency and surrounding communities are expected to realize marked improvement in disaster preparedness when the new Kalinago multipurpose emergency shelter is complete.
When the project was envisioned a few years ago under the good guidance of then Mr. Daru, my former boss Cassius Daru, and I stand on their shoulders and Kelly Ground before him, and Ashton Ground before him also, that prices would have increased and things would have changed. We have had the bidding process go over an extended period because we're trying to get the best deal for the Kalinago people, but also get the best way to use the resources that we are investing in that Kalinago space.
Meanwhile, the $127 million East Coast Road Rehabilitation Project is expected to improve the socio-economic status of the people of Cassibrus and the Kalinago territory.
I know for a fact that road network here will provide connectivity, and that's important. We have to consistently connect all our communities, and definitely from Wadia all the way to Pegua, we will ensure that that is done. So of course, transportation of goods and services, the wholesale trucks come in, people move their farm and produce from point A to point B, hucksters, all of these folks will benefit from this road. And I want to report to the Parliament that the road works are progressing nicely. It's almost into Salibia, which is the center hamlet in the Kalinago space. And within the next few weeks, I suspect we'll get as far as at Kingston.
The minister acknowledged the impact during construction of the East Coast Road project.
We have had issues with this road because we have had major disruptions through the trough system, heavy rainfalls. And that is just, Mr. Speaker, the issue of building roads in Dominica. When it first was done in the 1950s, an overnight rainfall would just wash off miles of roads. So it's not an easy feat to have that road being built, and especially when we're the situations that are clearly abnormal. Because, Mr. Speaker, we can't divorce that from what's happening on the global scene in terms of climate change.
The multi-purpose emergency shelter and the East Coast Road projects are investments that will spur further development by attracting business, including tourism, and add value to the communities. Coming up next, the Creole News Highlight with Jeno Jacob.
Bienvenue à ce nouvel en créole, non monsieur Jeno Jacob. Ministre pour Sécurité Nationale, Honorable Reuben Blackmore dit, Boguerie illégal à sous loi Dominique. Honorable Blackmore a parlé en une press conference aujourd'hui. Le ministère a parlé contre décision l'audience à sous action sexuelle.
Loi qui est pour faire bagaille Boguerie, c'est pas là l'office là, voyez en dedans un wavin pour dire pas bon encore. Là, still là, ça là a dit deux moun en l'âge. qui pas un monde, en privacy, en caillou, qui d'accord, yo décalé faire bagay ça, en caillou, dans ces affaires yo. Mais ou pas ça engagé en bourgeois avec des enfants qui pas à l'âge. Si vous faites ça, ok, police la arrête ou ça allait l'argent pour 25 l'année.
Il dit des hommes qui ont des affaires sexuelles illégales.
On a eu des hommes qui ont l'âge. Il y a un autre homme, forcer l'autre homme ça pour commettre ça qui est bourgeois. Mon là, il fait ça, ça aller aussi faire un complet report à police station là, et police là qui arrest, arrêter l'autre monde là qui fait bagay ça. So bourgeois c'est still your bagay un coin qui est bien serré Dominique. Ça la acadie, ça des monde en l'âge qui dit oui, nous devons faire ça en cas nous. Ça c'est d'affaire nous. Mais ou pas ça faire ça avec les enfants qui est copain. So 16 elle va bas. Elle va faire ça avec les enfants qui 16 elle va bas. OK, au salaire l'argent pour 25 l'année.
Honorable Blackmore expliquait plus.
Même si des mon l'âge qui d'accord pour faire ça, elle va aller en dans toilette en public là. Yo aller en gardens là en public là. Elle va police type yo, police qui arrest yo. Elle va aller l'argent. Est-ce que pas pour bourgeois? Elle va ça qui gross indecency. So power là au tan à ce papier, à ce Facebook, à ce talk show. Qui a dit comme ça, women, bourgeois ban, ça pas vrai, ça c'est menti. Ça c'est menti. Sous les l'argent, elle va aller faire ça avec un monde qui 16, elle va bas. Au cas l'argent pour 25 l'année. Juste là, ça veut l'argent pour 25 l'année. Il passe seulement de l'argent. Et un blouger voyait l'argent.
Le ministère a parlé contre ça, loi cas d'accord.
Ça, là, on a fait avant. Même si vous êtes d'accord, en caillou, il va aussi des gens à l'âge, en caillou. Il y a des gens qui sont pour l'académie, des gros noms. Il y a des noms communs, des noms de femmes, qui fait bagage ça en caillou. Pour ça vient, il va arrêter vous, et mettre en charge vous, en prison ça pas ça faire. Ça ou pas ça faire, ou pas ça faire ça avec un minor, ou pas ça faire ça avec l'autre monde qui est en l'âge.
Ministre Kulter qui a célébré DOMFESTA en mois mai 2124. DOMFESTA c'est Dominica Festival of Arts, ça c'est Festive Art Dominic. Ministère Kulter Honorable Greta Roberts dit DOMFESTA pas ça possible sans contribution artiste locale. Il dit DOMFESTA a mené développement en Dominique et puis en économie Dominique. Division Kulter qui travaille pour mener artistes Dominique ensemble. Il a lancé l'exhibition 20 mai 23 pour 25 mai. Il a une lecture à ce monde qui sorti Afrique. Ça c'est tout à ce nouvel en créole. Non, Monsieur General Jacob. Au revoir.
And that's all for this edition of National Focus. Be sure to follow GIS Dominica on Facebook, YouTube, and on Twitter. You can also drop us an email at gis@dominica.gov.dm. From all of us here on the GIS News Production team, I am Aaliyah Martin. Thank you for watching.